Hi, welcome to the Library Resources Workshop. I'm Nick Gardner, one of the librarians at Potomac State College. We'll be focusing on using a database called Master File Premier. But to start with, there's a couple things we want to get out of the way. One, we wanted to make sure that you knew that right now your most important resource is a librarian. Even though you can't stop by the library, you can still give us a call. Just leave a message and we'll call you back right away. You can email us or you can message the library on Facebook. I'll pause a beat here so that you can write down our email addresses or get down the library's Facebook page. When you're doing your research, you'll need to think about looking up different keywords and things to search to figure out the way to go forward with your project. Now, coming up with keywords isn't always easy. So let's look at an example. What is this? Well, if you said cannabis or marijuana, you'd be correct. If you also said pot or weed, you'd be right as well. So if I was working on a project related to marijuana, I'd want to make sure I also searched for potentially pot, weed, or cannabis if I wasn't happy with the results I was getting on marijuana. Some other things I might want to search for to determine my angle might be looking for things like medical marijuana, effects on children, decriminalization, regulation, drug usage, perhaps even the benefits of being able to tax legal marijuana. There are a lot of different angles to take, and in college we expect you to actually go deeper on your research assignments. We want you to find your own angle and be able to give evidence for it. Now, we don't want you to just go to Google and type marijuana, because frankly, while the first results here, drugabuse.gov, is probably fairly reputable, we see that we get numerous videos pop up down here. We get different ones here that we are not sure about whether we can trust them or not. We want you to search a little bit smarter at this point. Now, if you've had us in WVUE, you remember a trick that we told you, which is that you should include the name of a reputable organization or government agency or someone that you trust when you're searching. So you might use a news source like the BBC, National Public Radio, PBS. We all trust PBS, Sesame Street, right? And if we wanted to look at, like, say, the effects of marijuana, like the NIH or the National Institutes of Health might be good. Looking at something like the Drug Enforcement Administration or DEA might be good. Let's take a look at that. So if I add on marijuana and I put DEA.gov, you can see all the articles coming up from the DEA, and that's really handy. You get press releases, their information on their domestic cannabis suppression eradication program, fact sheets. All of this information is much more likely to be reputable than something you found on someone's blog or some other random website. Let's touch on Wikipedia really quickly. Now, Wikipedia is a mixed bag. You've probably heard people say that Wikipedia is wrong, that it's bad, that it's biased, or that it's unreliable. But I'm actually here to tell you that it can actually be the best thing ever if you use it properly. Now, some of the reasons why someone's probably told you that you shouldn't use Wikipedia in the past are: one, Wikipedia content is not necessarily written by subject experts, and it may be inadequate or incorrect. Articles in Wikipedia may be changed or deleted between viewings. But the reality is, the fact that everybody can contribute to Wikipedia is actually a strength, because it encourages that the topics that are covered in Wikipedia are much broader than what you might find in a normal encyclopedia. The fact that articles may be updated is also advantageous because it ensures that they're up to date. Wikipedia has a lot of checks and balances built into the editing system now that helps it curb misinformation. Now, Wikipedia is an encyclopedia, so it shouldn't be where you stop for your research. This isn't middle school or high school anymore. You need to be using actual articles. You need to be using things that are published in journals, magazines, etc., and doing your own analysis and examination of these topics, not just looking at someone else's summary, which is basically what you're going to find on Wikipedia. The ways you should use Wikipedia, though, are for topic development or identifying keywords. And let's look at an example. So if I look for marijuana in Wikipedia, right off the bat, you can see I get helpful results. I get things like the effects of cannabis, medical cannabis, legality of cannabis, cannabis smoking, and I'm seeing these are great things right in the Google results. So if I look straight here at medical cannabis, let's say that's the angle I want to take. You can see, again, I get the alternate term, medical marijuana. I can get a brief overview of the topic and help me figure out different avenues I want to pursue with this. So, for example, if I wanted to look at marijuana or medical marijuana as a treatment for schizophrenia, that's a great angle to take. The risk of children taking it, historical uses of medicinal marijuana, etc. So you can see that this helps me develop out my topic and figure out what angle I really want to take. It also gives me lots of ideas for alternate keywords and new search strings to try. All right, so let's take a brief break for about 5 minutes, and we'll rejoin you on the next video, which is how to search the library database. All right, go take a break.